Ashabandaha. Even though a devotee considers himself the most fallen, and he feels that he has no qualification to be able to chant Krishna's holy name and to achieve love of Godhead, still he maintains hope against hope that Krishna will bestow his causeless mercy upon him. And this is called Ashabandaha. He has firm hope that Krishna, even though I am most unqualified, Krishna will still bestow his causeless mercy upon me and he will deliver me. Samutkantha, the devotee is extremely eager to develop Krishna prema and to render service to Krishna. And then Namagane Sadaruchihi, the devotee has attachment to constantly chant Krishna's holy name. We can see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exemplified this. Any activity Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would do, it would all be done mechanically. Mahaprabhu would be absorbed in chanting Krishna's holy name. Whether it was eating, whether it was bathing, sleeping, everything will happen mechanically. And his chanting would constantly be his focus. So, this is Namagane Sadaruchi. One devotee is attached to constantly chanting Krishna's holy name. And then Asaktis Tad Gunakhyane. Not only is the devotee eager to hear about the Supreme Lord's name, form and pastimes and to chant his holy name, but he is also very attached to describing the transcendental pastimes of the Lord and the transcendental qualities of the Lord. So, therefore, Namagane Sadaruchi Asaktis Tad Gunakhyane. He is very much attached to glorifying the Supreme Lord's pastimes and qualities. And the ninth symptom is that Preetis Tad Vasati Sthale. He is very keen to live in a holy place where the Lord has performed his pastimes. And so, Mathura Vasa, living in Mathura or in Dwaraka or in Vrindavan or Chitrakuta, these kind of places where the Lord has performed his pastimes, a devotee is very much attached to living in such a place. So Prabhupada explains that actually when we say living in a holy place, it does not necessarily mean that one has to physically live in the holy place. Because in the holy place, like Vrindavan, there are so many monkeys also. What is their job? They are not sitting and chanting 16 malas. They are thinking, whose specs can I take away so that I can get a banana or some juice in return? You know the monkeys of Vrindavan. They'll take away the specs. Somebody's specs, one time it had taken away. And we wanted to get it back. We know, something you give, it will give back. So somebody gave some small piece of some eatable. We threw it to the monkey. Monkey caught it. Threw it away. Give something better. Then we went, got some bananas and good, quantity. We, threw it to the monkey. Then, okay, TK, it gave the specs back. So, such kind of animals are also living in Vrindavan. And they are very much attached to living in Vrindavan. They will not go from there. Preeti Sthat Vasati Sthale. But that kind of preeti to, Vasati Sthale is of no use. So, Prabhupada explains that one has attachment to living in Vrindavan means one has to develop the mood of the Brajavasis, which is to think only of the pleasure of Krishna to the exclusion of everything else. And so therefore, to develop that mood, Prabhupada said, one must read the transcendental literature. Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and whatever the Shad Goswamis have written, Nectar of Devotion and such other books. By reading and absorbing oneself in those books, like Bhagavatam and other such literature, one will be immersed in the mood of the Vrajavasis constantly. That is real living in Vrindavan. Not living like the monkeys and dogs and cats in Vrindavan. So this is Preetis Tad Vasati Sthale.